fair to say you simply flooded the system with money?
Yes, we did. That's another way to think about it. We did.
Where does it come from? Do you just print it?
We print it digitally. So we, as a central bank, we have the ability to create money. That actually increases the money supply. We also print actual currency, and we distribute that through the Federal Reserve banks.
Yes, that's this correct. Is it. It is over. This is what the end looks like. Yes.
So that I think that the internet is going to be one of the major forces for reducing the role of government.
Something called Bitcoin.
Brother, can you spare a Bitcoin?
Bitcoin. You never heard of them a few weeks ago? Now everybody's talking about them.
The one thing that's missing, but that will soon be developed, is a reliable e-cash.
E-cash.
A method whereby on the internet you can transfer funds from A to B without A knowing B or B knowing A.
And this is the biggest story of this decade going forward, is the transition from the old way of doing business around the world.
Biggest story of the decade. Talk about biggest story of the freaking millennia. Honestly, let's not underplay this thing at all. And welcome to the show. I just thought I should join you for this historic day. I mean, really, we should all be doing jumping jacks and somersaults. Bitcoin all-time high. Ethereum all-time high. Coinbase IPO tomorrow. I don't even know if it's actually an IPO. Coinbase direct listing tomorrow. Are you going to get some? I'm thinking about it. I don't know. We'll talk about it on this show. Maybe by the end of the show we'll decide. I don't know. All I can say is I'm happy I can be here and commune with you in real time on real airwaves, on YouTube, on DLive, on Twitch, on Theta today. For the first time, one of my listeners just informed me in the live chat that I am on a decentralized platform. I am somehow streaming on a cryptocurrency. One that, I don't know, you might want to get some. I'm not sure. You might want to get your hands on something right now, today, if you haven't already. And this isn't financial advice. I'm simply on a mission, which I told you guys about, which is to inform people about cryptocurrency. To let people know what it's all about, because it's very exciting. It's very exciting, and you could find it beneficial in a number of ways, not to mention spiritually, emotionally, but also financially. You could find yourself in the future totally financially independent. Imagine that. Sipping margaritas on the beach, paying for it with Dogecoin, the currency of the future. So we'll talk about Dogecoin today. Triple B says, do you talk about anything other than crypto on other platforms? Why, thank you, Triple B. Yes, I do. Yes. I talk about things way different than cryptocurrency on other platforms. Sometimes, like, I might have an opinion, like about experimental injections and so forth. They're killing people now. Now, see, I could make a video back in the old days. I can make a video about what's going on in the world. But no. This is what's going on in the world. What's going on in the world that really matters, that they let you talk about, which is not yet illegal. I'm exercising my right to talk about something which really in the future might be banned. I mean, the people that are buying Pirate Chain, which I talked about on this show the other day, the people who are buying Pirate Chain and watching the price skyrocket want to see an end to the financial system. They want to do something nefarious with their money, maybe. They want to be able to control their money and do something that the federal government and the authorities and the powers that be don't know about. And I can tell you about it here. Like, I can tell you how to buy Pirate Chain R and be ghost, financial ghost, and still have value, to actually be able to transmit value from A to B without A knowing B or B knowing A, and without any record of it. I can tell you how to do that totally legally without being censored on YouTube. And I can tell you about the blood-sucking vampires that are, set on your enslavement. I'm going to tell you about them too. That's no conspiracy theory. It's definitely a conspiracy fact. We are in the financial end times right now. I believe, genuinely, and I don't know, call me crazy. Other people are talking about it. People are talking about inflation. That's what I mean by the end times. The flood. The flood of fiat. And where does the flood go? What nourishment does the flood provide? It makes Bitcoin grow. The flood. It makes Bitcoin grow. Or maybe Bitcoin is what your boat is made out of to escape the financial apocalypse. I mean, there's no more news about that every day. There's more news about it every time you have to fill up your gas tank. Like I did today. It's brutal out there. But the saving grace is that Bitcoin goes up faster, Ethereum goes up faster, and then there are all these other cryptocurrencies which you might or might not be aware of. So let me talk about today the new highs for Bitcoin and Ethereum. I want to talk about the Coinbase IPO tomorrow and whether we want to get in on it or not. I want to talk about inflation. And then I'll probably talk about Dogecoin, LiteCoin, maybe a little bit about Pirate Chain. And then maybe I'll go over to DLive and take phone calls. We'll see. This is a live show, as you could see by the intro, which was messed up, which had a black screen at the beginning. Jeez. I'm the host of this show, Nathan Stoltman. This is LTV Crypto, or Lift the Veil Crypto. And we do have a sponsor for the show. It's our shirts. And I'm wearing our decentralized shirt today, which is on sale right now as part of a major sale at Truth Revolution Clothing, which is at truthclothing.io. You can check out that website and go to sale and then mega sale, and you can see what we have on sale now. And then pick up everything else at the store too. We have some really nice shirts at some very attractive prices. And just get in there. The sale's been going on for a second, so you have to see if you can get your size. But a lot of this stuff won't be reordered again. It's your chance to have a part of history, a collector's item. Truthclothing.io. You see this Freedom of Voice t-shirt? That's made in America for $25. Made in America, literally, with cotton grown in America. That price is insane. Truthclothing.io. Free shipping over $50. Thanks for supporting the show. Okay, all right. So Bitcoin, 63K. Bitcoin, this is it. Okay? We've had this huge, long, very long consolidation period. Now Bitcoin is out to all new all-time highs, so there was a chance to buy Bitcoin under $60,000. And when I started my mission, Bitcoin was under $60,000, and it looked like, if people could get in there, that was maybe a good place to get in. We got news coming up. We got the Coinbase IPO. We have the we have the exchange, the ETF possibly coming out, the Bitcoin ETF, which will be unbelievably huge news. You have all the reports from all the different financial agencies saying that Bitcoin's price is going to go up into the 6 digits for sure. So you might be asking yourself, why don't I have more Bitcoin? Why am I thinking about shitcoins? I don't know. Why do I want to talk about Dogecoin? I don't know. Being in crypto sometimes makes your head spin. But right now, as far as inflation, as far as digital gold, which Bitcoin is at this point, if you want to hedge against inflation, I think you buy gold. If you want to hedge against inflation and something has come along that's better than gold, then you buy that thing, which is Bitcoin. U.S. consumer prices came out today, CPI, fastest price jump since 2009, and energy prices are way up. So this is the news. Then you can't go very far without running into an article about inflation. And so I don't know, in any reasonable environment, a reasonable person would say, hey, you should protect yourself from inflation. We haven't experienced inflation. This is the thing why they don't worry about it. In my lifetime, while I was a very, very, very young child, you could get like 17% on a checking account or savings account at a local bank. I mean, that's That's what I was born into. Crazy high interest rates in my very young youth. And ever since then, interest rates have gone down, and that's all I've ever known my whole life. And at the same time, we haven't had any serious inflation. We have not experienced any kind of significant inflation for longer than people's memories are. So that's why nobody's worried about it. But apparently, I look at history, and historically speaking, inflation is really bad and people really hate it. I haven't experienced it before. I don't know. I don't like it when the price of gas goes up. I don't like it when the price of groceries goes up. But I haven't seen, real nasty double-digit year-over-year inflation like has been experienced in the past in all kinds of different places. And it used to be the one thing politicians were very stressed out about. And there's very little stress these days. Not nearly enough stress, as far as I can tell, from the damaging causes of inflation. And that's one of the reasons to be in something. And in another age, if we were not in the Bitcoin age, I would be I'd be pumping gold, with some kind of religious fervor too. I'd say you got to get some. But gold, really, compared to Bitcoin, I know. I've been thinking about it a lot. I feel bad, but it's kind of ridiculous. Gold is actually ridiculous compared to Bitcoin as a store of value at this point. So that's why you may have seen the dollar hyperinflating versus Bitcoin, and we're seeing that continue now. I need a Bitcoin price ticker to keep people engaged. Now, Bitcoin, so Coinbase IPO, I think this is big news, okay? So we're reaching this new all-time high after a long period of consolidation. We probably won't see Bitcoin under $60,000 again, and we might see a big move from here. Now that we've had, like I said, this big period of consolidation, after the last big period like this, we had some impressive gains. We could be looking at some impressive gains. Coinbase is going to have their listing tomorrow. Should you buy it? It's going to list at about $250 a share. Or no, the NASDAQ said that it has a fair value of $250 a share, about $65 billion. But apparently it'll probably come on a little hotter than that, maybe more like $350 a share, or valuing it at around $100 billion. I like it. If I was into stocks, I don't even have a Robinhood account. I'm very not into stocks. And I don't know if I'm going to get into it. You got to go through all the whole process, identity verification, and all of that. And who knows what price you'll be able to get it at by the time you're able to get it. But, buying Coinbase stock, believing that Bitcoin and Ethereum will continue to outperform, could be a very good bet. And why not bet in something that you believe in too? I've used Coinbase for a long time, stored my stuff on there. I recommend people use it. They let you trade Coinbase. They let you send cryptocurrency from one Coinbase person to another very easily by just having the person's cell phone number or email address. You have Coinbase Commerce set up on websites. So you have websites where you can pay with cryptocurrency that are integrated with Coinbase. So Coinbase has a lot going for it, and it could be like, the big bank. They dominate in the space. This article from MarketWatch says the valuation is ridiculous. That's at $100 billion. Said it's not a good buy, that it's actually worth about $20 billion. So you decide. Would you rather put some money in Coinbase at $350 a share, whatever it might be, or would you rather just put some more money in Bitcoin and have it in cryptocurrency? So I don't know. I'd have to sell some Bitcoin to get some Coinbase. And you know how I feel about selling Bitcoin. They say one of the reasons, if you want to know the reason they're saying that it's not worth $100 billion, is that they charge high fees now. So if you want to know the reason not to buy Coinbase stock tomorrow, so they charge high fees now, and they won't be able to continue charging such high fees forever, and that there will be a so-called race to the bottom among all the different people offering opportunities to buy cryptocurrency. All of the competitors are eventually going to lower their fees until their fees go to zero, and then the fees that Coinbase was making that seem so great aren't going to seem so great in the future because their margins are going to go way down as competition grows, etc. So that's the argument. And hey, stocks are so, thinking about it myself, I'd probably rather just have Bitcoin. But then again, don't want to miss out on, one of the most exciting IPOs or direct listings of my lifetime. You really get to get involved in cryptocurrency and really make a bet on crypto and the future of crypto. And this guy's argument does kind of fall apart if it turns out Bitcoin and Ethereum not only maintain the kind of popularity that they have now, but actually get more popular. And if Bitcoin and Ethereum get more popular than people predict, then I think there's a lot of upside for Coinbase, and that's what I think. But who am I? I'm just a retard on YouTube, but all things considered, all things being equal, I'd like to have a few shares. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if we see if somebody convinces me to sign up for Robinhood or something to get some of that Coinbase. COIN, coin. All right. So that's what's going on with the Coinbase IPO. I'm going to be watching it tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Got to wake up, see what happens. I mean, really, remember these days. We are living in the tipping point for cryptocurrency. I think you have to look for the signs out there. I look around for different signs, different words, what people are saying, Reason I like Bitcoin and I have Bitcoin is a lot of smart people out there have Bitcoin. One of the reasons I like Bitcoin is because I listen to what people say, and a lot of people have good things to say about Bitcoin. Some of the other stuff, a lot more speculative, but people have nice things to say about Bitcoin. And one thing people have been saying is that Bitcoin is at a tipping point, and now we are advancing beyond that tipping point, I suggest, by breaking new all-time highs today. And we have a lot of future gains to look forward to. So we have reached a tipping point. So this is it. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Gosh, I don't know how many ways I can say it, but that's why I'm glad I'm able to bring you this information, because we are in truly transformational times. These are the times. You can remember, you were there, right? You had Bitcoin around 60K. You were able to get in because you're going to want to tell people in the future. Remember that. Think about the future. Always think about the future. Buying Bitcoin is like living in the future because you're showing a time preference. You're showing your preference to save your money. Bitcoin saves. And later down the road, someone's going to ask you, you're going to tell somebody about Bitcoin, and you're going to say, oh yeah, I started buying it, it was like 60K. They're going to be like, what? Yep. You're going to be, then you can be like, yeah, I have 0.0012 Bitcoin. And they're going to be like, what? How did you get so much Bitcoin? But that is what the future is like. So you have a chance. You're here now. So do I have to tell you how special you are? This is it. I'm telling you. And another article about inflation. That's all I have. That is what I have. So Dogecoin is up. I wanted to give my pitch for Dogecoin. I like right now, If I was going to talk about something I like, I don't pick altcoins and stuff, and I don't sell my picks. I do consultations. Sometimes in my consultations, I'll reveal what kind of things I own, but I don't like to reveal that otherwise because I don't like to dox myself. You never know who might be watching. But I do like, right now, I do see the move. I do like alternatives to Bitcoin. Alternatives to Bitcoin as money. And a lot of them are doing really well. And if you got my newsletter, you would have saw I was talking about them. Talking about Dogecoin, LiteCoin, Monero, and Pirate Chain are all coins that are still money. I really like and can understand. I like to invest in things I understand, for one thing. And I understand these coins that are supposed to be money because I get that. That's what they're supposed to be. They don't do anything else. They're just supposed to be money, and they have features. And I noticed that the features of Bitcoin really aren't that great. It's very slow and relatively expensive compared to other kinds of money out there like LiteCoin. And not only that, I think a lot of these other coins use a lot less electricity too. So there is actually no good reason. Maybe there is, but I don't know if there's a good reason that people prefer Bitcoin over Litecoin as it is, or Dogecoin for that matter. Simply because they do some things so much better than Bitcoin. Just transferring value. They're better at transferring value. Way better. And then you have stuff like Monero or Pirate Chain that are private on top of being better. So I really like that play. I like that market right now. I like that market. Even that crazy Pirate Chain, which went up 100% in a couple of days, basically is still kind of raging. But I am a big fan of those. And Dogecoin for that reason. And Dogecoin is up. What can I say about Dogecoin? I have to give my opinion about Dogecoin, which is that Dogecoin is like Litecoin, except that the inflation is worse. But I don't know. Oh, holy crap. Dogecoin 11 cents. Dogecoin is really, oh, geez. Now that we're speaking, there is some kind of magic. You put Dogecoin in the title and look what happens. So there's your Doge. Could have gotten in on that. Jeez. Looking at 11 cent Dogecoin right now. What does that mean? Is that not a sign of the apocalypse? Right now, that you're looking at right now on your screen. Is this not a sign of the apocalypse? I said I was selling at 25 cents. We'll see if it gets there. Holy crap. Look what you're missing out on. Look at all the fun that you could be having right now if you had Dogecoin. Look at how much fun you'd be having right now. It's crazy. This is what I'm trying to introduce you to. I'm going to try and introduce people. Been talking to a lot of boomers lately. Got to get you guys into this world, man. It's just too much. It's too much fun. Look at Dogecoin. Holy crap. Yeah, we're in full-time alt season. Yeah, I think with Dogecoin, that if people really want to make it work, it could work, you know. It's good money. It's good to transfer. People should really start using it. It was originally designed so people could tip each other easily on the internet, I believe. So just a fun way that people could pass money around. But people don't really use it like that yet. People don't really use it to send it to each other yet. But that's what Dogecoin people should start doing. They should start using it like real money, accept it as real money. And then this is the other thing I was thinking. For people who don't have money, my latest idea is a Bitcoin garage sale. Think about it. That's what we're thinking about around this house. I was talking to somebody who was talking about getting Bitcoin and talking about selling stuff that's laying around the house that's not doing any good and definitely not going up in value. So think about that. You might think you might not have much money to put into cryptocurrency. Think about that. Maybe you could sell some stuff. Have a Bitcoin sale. Maybe you could accept Bitcoin as part of your Bitcoin garage sale. We can get a whole nationwide thing started. Bitcoin garage sales. Oh, man. We're living the life. We're living in a totally fiat-free world in our heads. And Dogecoin's almost at 12 cents. Holy crap. How do people sleep anymore? All right. I am going to not try to embarrass myself by trying to take phone calls because I don't know how many people are tuned in. We did get a few people tuned in. Thank you, everybody who's tuned in on YouTube. Hey, if you'd like to talk about cryptocurrency, especially if you're just getting into it, sign up for my services. I am doing consulting, and the first half hour, you can just give a donation of your choice, basically. And you can sign up for that at bitcoinmissionary.com. It's part of like what I'm trying to do is help people get into crypto, you know, and maybe lose all your money, of course, with that caveat. Maybe I can help you invest in something where you could totally lose all your money, but you also totally might do something different than that too. If things like what I've been saying and other people have been saying comes true, and Bitcoin moves up to the 6 digits very soon in the very near term. Look at Sumi. She's so excited. We were rolling around. Bitcoin hit all-time highs right in the middle of the night too. So inconsiderate of Bitcoin to not reach all-time highs while I could stare at the chart. All right. You guys know the whole story. I'll go over to DLive. We'll experiment with this. I'm on DLive now, live. I'll take a few phone calls, and then if people are still tuned in, you can go over to DLive now, dlive.tv/lifttheveil, and I'll see if anybody wants to call in and pitch. You know, somebody might want to make suggestions. Oh, XRP too. People love XRP. I don't like XRP because those guys at Ripple Labs own more than half of it, but it's alternative currency. I see the appeal. I see the appeal right now, that's for sure. So I'm going to go over to DLive. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end the stream on YouTube. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thanks for supporting this channel. Please like, subscribe, and support our sponsors. And until the next one, and stay tuned on DLive. That is what it is.